Right now, feeling kinda hurt, feeling all types of ways right now, falling in and out of love.
Today, ladies, we are going to be working with my hair, and I'm going to show you guys first how I bleach the knots. Y'all, I'm sorry I had to do it with this plastic knife and this B2W, not B2W, whatever this is, a bowl. No, not where it's at. But this is not the consistency you want. It is too thick, so you want to add a little bit more developer. I don't really have measurements for how I level out my powder and developer, but you guys will see. I'll just keep scooping and keep dipping until I get what I like. Finally, we done finally got to the consistency that I am okay with, I like. So now we're just going to make sure we slide all the flyaways back and get ready to start bleaching the knots. When bleaching the knots, you want to take a brush or the back of a spoon or a butter knife, whichever one is best for you. You want to just kind of like slide it on like butter. Don't press too hard and don't be too soft because you want all the knots to get bleached, while at the same time you don't want to over bleach. Also, I want to upload a video showing you guys what to do if you guys over bleach. If you guys want to see that video, comment or DM me or whatever and let me know what you guys want. As you guys are going to see in this clip, I lift the frontal up to see if the bleach went through the lace and got on the hair. If it did, you just pull out the hair, and I leave this on for 30 to 45 minutes. Today we have with us Miss Lovely Girl B, period. She won the giveaway that I was doing, and she won a 18-inch frontal with a 20, 22, 24-inch bundles. And this is what we about to install today, period. Like I told y'all when I came back, I was going to have a new bottle. I know this one kind of getting a little crusty too, but it's a new bottle, so don't play with me. All I'm doing now, y'all know the process, I'm just slicking back her edges and brushing them back with my edge brush. take your needle and thread and just sew and tuck that back braid in, that last braid. My coworker braided down her hair, so I usually don't braid down like this, but I need to start because this braid down was nothing but amazing. Shout out to Bree. Here, all we're doing is putting on the ball cap, making sure it's above her hairline and over her ears. And we're just going to take our scissors and cut out the ears. Make sure you don't cut too much out on this side. I cut too much out, so you see me trying to move the cap down to kind of cover where I cut too much out of. And just make it work, ladies. You're going to want to take your free spray and make sure you spray above your client's hairline. If they have a low hairline, you should spray directly on it because you don't want her frontal all the way down on her forehead. We are now using our boho, just little dots, and putting it above her hairline over the got to be free spray. This just helps the cap last longer because once your cap starts lifting up, just throw the whole install away. It's just more work that we don't have time for. Back it again with the needle and thread. We're now going to make sure we sew the cap down because, again, once the cap starts rolling up, your install is done. Now we about to sit Miss Girl under the dryer. And while she under the dryer, we about to get into this pluck. Because again, it's nothing. When I pluck from back to front. So I split the hair down the middle. And then I take out 2 even sides and make sure they're straight across. So when we start actually plucking, I take my tweezers and I'm going to take the sharp edge side and I'm going to just pluck randomly. You do not want to pluck in the same spot because that's going to cause a bald spot. So after you feel like you didn't got the density that you want, you're going to just take another section and you're going to keep plucking back. If you guys know what I mean, y'all know by now I'm not going to explain anything. And y'all don't talk about my ashy hands. I know. Y'all know how many times I wash my hands a day? I pluck in 4 sections. This is how it looked after I finished doing the 2 middle sections and I didn't record the rest on the camera. Yep, we done got Miss B from under the dryer. And now I'm just taking the foundation that best matches her skin and I'm just applying it to her cap and making sure it's all over her cap. Once you do that, you're going to want to take your scissors. I know some people that use an eyebrow razor. Personally, I use scissors, and you're going to want to cut off all that extra cap. Once I finish cutting out all the extra cap, I'm going to take one of my disinfecting wipes and I'm going to just make sure all that makeup and all that glue is off her forehead. I'm also going to dip the wipe in some alcohol just to make sure it's super, super clean because lace is not going to stick unless the perimeter, the skin is clean. Now, when I'm laying a frontal, I make sure my client helps me, and she's going to just hold it in the middle where I place the frontal, and then on the sides, I'm going to place it side by side, and she's going to hold it where I'm placing it at on the side. I really don't understand how to explain it. Even they be like, okay, what do you want me to do? Y'all, I'm terrible at explaining stuff. I'm terrible at explaining stuff. But basically, I'm telling her to hold it like she is now. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Tell her to hold the other side in place while I'll sew. P.S. Y'all, it took me literally forever to get the front to actually lay the way I wanted. So I'm going to just fast forward and let you guys watch how long it freaking took me. As you guys know this process, we start from the middle of the frontal. It doesn't matter if you have a frontal or a closure. You always start from the middle and go side to side so it can be even and won't be lumpy. That's how I learned it. I think that's how everybody does it. If you know a different way to do it or a better, more efficient way to do it, comment below and let me know. I'm always eager to try new things and learn new ways. Now all I'm doing is cutting the ears. I'm asking her to hold down the lace, make sure I don't cut too much off and it's the right amount. Because if you cut too much off, then you're going to see the cap just hanging out and it's just going to look really bad. It just don't look right. Okay, guys, now we are sewing the first bundle. And when I sew, I like to sew through the weft. So through the braid and through the weft, not under the weft, through it. As you guys are going to see, I'm trying to move my camera closer so you guys can see better because the last time everybody was saying they couldn't really see what I was talking about. So maybe y'all can see now. asked my client to help me and hold down the frontal while I take some of my eyeshadow powder and put it above the hairline. This process helps me so I know where to trace the glue, because if you don't do this, sometimes you could put the glue too far back and then put the glue too far forward. This just makes the process so much easier. Now you're just going to take your glue. The glue I'm using today is Hold Me Down Adhesive by Erica J. And you're going to place dots between the cap and also her skin. You're going to make sure it's half on the cap and half on her skin. And you're just going to smooth it out with your finger, or you can use a popsicle stick. Just to save time, while the first layer of glue is drying, I go ahead and start sewing in the second bundle. And y'all, I was having so much trouble, bruh, trying to unravel this daggone bundle. Y'all gonna see it. I was getting so mad because it was not trying to pull down, and I was popping myself. I was so frustrated. I should have just cut it with freaking scissors.
Pinged up cooking.
Now that we have done putting 3 layers of glue, I use 3 layers of glue when I'm using hold me down adhesive, but when I'm using bow hold, I use 4. So now I'm going to just take the middle section and I'm going to place it down first and take my comb and comb it back and press it down in. And then I'm going to go to the sides, do the same thing, and the other side, do the same thing, and ask her to hold it on each side until I place the elastic band on. Now that the elastic band is on, we're just going to finish sewing in the rest of the bundles. Now I'm just parting out backs of the hair from the front too, just so I can cover up that back and last track. And we are also going to take some mousse and a hot comb to make sure it's flat and it's not bulky. Y'all, this is literally my favorite part when we sit and take out the elastic band. It just be like, ooh, look at that scalp, y'all. Like, I'm about to cry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stuck down. So now all I'm doing is taking my scissors. I'm going to take my sharp eyebrow razor. And I'm just going to cut off all that excess lace. Now I'm just parting out my baby hairs, and after I finish parting out my baby hairs, I'm going to put the elastic band on and we're going to start molding the ponytail.
That's bomb, Nate.
So y'all, it's about that time. Yeah, I'm about to cry. This don't look good. It's about that time. You know the vibes. You know what's about to go down. Y'all already know. I don't gotta tell y'all too much. But yes, we about to cut the baby hairs and we about to do some swoop-de-whoops. Yes, y'all already know. So now I'm just taking my eyebrow razor and just cutting the baby hairs in a diagonal way. And that is the best way to do it. You don't want no straight cut baby hairs. It is not going to look right. Now that all the edges have been cut, I'm going to take my Nairobi mousse. I'm going to put a drop of it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take the end of my edge comb and just swoop the edges softly. I do it in a circular motion, kind of go with the wrist. I got this method from Erica J. Go check out her video. She is bomb. If you want to learn something, go get at her, because that's the best place to learn something real quick. Again, when you're doing the baby hairs, please make sure you do it fast, because if not, the frontal is going to start lifting. So now all I'm doing is putting a wrap strip over her edges, and we're going to let it sit while we curl. When I curl, I make sure that my wand curler is on 400. I do not know what size this wand curler is. I do remember where I got it from. I got it from Amazon. It comes in a 5-piece with different sizes and different shapes. I will put the link in the description if I find exactly where I got it from. Another tip I learned from Slate by Jordan: after I take off the wrap strip, I like to comb out the edges to give that nice, soft, natural look. And after you comb out the edges, you want to cut it down, because sometimes they be too long and you want to cut it down and shape it right. Y'all, this is the finished product. I'm just going in and tweezing and plucking out some of the baby hairs and cutting down some of the baby hairs. And now what we about to do? We about to come out the motherfucking curls. I almost cussed, y'all. I'm sorry. But y'all, this looks so freaking pretty. Thank you, B, for being a part of my YouTube channel. I know I'm late on the video. Y'all, I gotta work. I got a job, okay? So I'm gonna add some clips and videos of her. Like and comment on my Instagram at Melted by Mia. Also go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Melted by Mia, and also go book, you guys. I will see you guys again next time. Love you.